Have you ever wondered how God provides in the most unexpected ways? Today, we explore the fascinating story of the prophet Elijah. This story is not just about survival, but about trusting in God's provision, even in the most unlikely ways. Elijah was fed by ravens, a testament to God's miraculous care and faithfulness. God's provision in unlikely ways. Elijah's story begins with a bold proclamation to King Ahab about a coming drought. Following this, God instructs Elijah to hide by the Kerith Ravine, promising him water from the brook and food delivered by ravens. Ravens, known as scavengers, were considered unclean birds. Yet God used these very birds to sustain his prophet. Sometimes God's provision comes from unexpected sources. We must remain open to his ways, even when they defy our expectations. Reflect on times when God provided for you in surprising ways. Trusting God's timing. Elijah had to trust God's timing and instructions. He stayed by the brook, relying on the daily provision of bread and meat from the ravens. This required patience and faith, especially as the drought continued. Trusting God's timing can be challenging, especially when we face prolonged difficulties. Like Elijah, we must learn to wait on the Lord, trusting that He knows the best time to act. Isaiah 40:31 reminds us, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength." The importance of obedience. Elijah's obedience to God's command led to his provision. He didn't question or hesitate, but followed God's direction to the letter. This obedience was crucial for his survival and for the fulfillment of God's plan. Obedience to God is essential. When we follow His commands, we position ourselves to receive His blessings. So, reflect on areas in your life where God is calling you to obedience. God's faithfulness. Throughout the drought, God remained faithful to Elijah. The brook provided water, and the ravens brought food consistently. This story highlights God's unwavering faithfulness to His promises. God's faithfulness is a cornerstone of our faith. Lamentations chapter 3 verses 22 to 23 says, "Because of the Lord's great love we are not consumed, for His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." Trust in His faithfulness, even when circumstances seem dire. Elijah's experience by the Kerith Ravine teaches us profound lessons about God's provision, timing, obedience, and faithfulness. As we navigate our own challenges, let us remember that God is our provider, often in ways we least expect. Trust in His provision, obey His commands, and rest in His faithfulness. Thank you for liking and subscribing to our channel. Your support is a tremendous help as we continue our mission of sharing inspiring messages from the Bible.